let's talk about astral travel and remote viewing. First of all, if you're watching this and you have not learned how to protect yourself, keep in mind these meditations are meant for people who know how to protect themselves, who know how to energetically work with other beings. You don't want to just travel somewhere without knowing what you're doing. These are guided meditations to help you, provided you understand protections. And the reason protections are not in this course, they're not in this book, Unleash Your Spirit, is because I have a previous book that has them in it. Two, I'm building a separate course specifically on protecting yourself, a separate course or course section that will be specific to that topic, because it is a big topic and I get a lot of questions about it. And there are a variety of ways you can do things. But if you have not done that, by the time this comes out, I'm trying to release them together with this course that I'll release them, or it will come out very shortly after this course, and it will be called Building Your Fortress. Now, protecting yourself is important for astral travel, remote viewing, protecting your energy, making sure other things aren't getting into your field. And astral travel is an amazing experience. It is nothing to be afraid of. When I say learn to protect yourself, it does not mean to be afraid of it. It is something that as you energetically grow and you glow, the more negative experiences will be pushed away because your vibration won't match. You'll go to places that are beautiful beyond your dreams when you're astral traveling. I started out doing short journeys when I was in my 20s, not knowing I was astral traveling. I was astral traveling in my dreams, knowing that I was going places, but not really understanding it. I did dream work to try and figure out and understand it. And then when I sat down and I buckled down and my guides really got me meditating again after years and years and years, the first thing they did, we're going to take you places. They modified my energy grid. I had ETs come down. I had a gnome sit beside me and work on me too. I had all kinds of different beings running around working on my energy grid very quickly at an accelerated rate, where it didn't take long after I said, okay, I'm going to meditate every day, I commit myself to this, that they came, all kinds of different beings, different realms, healers, energy workers, came and worked on my grid to get me to a space that I needed to be to astral travel very quickly. We can all learn to do it on our own, but remember, we're not always doing it on our own. When we make the commitment, our guides are with us even when we don't know it. So while we're doing these meditations or doing this work, even if you don't know your guides are there, there's probably other beings working on your energy grid at the same time, because you've made the commitment and the choice. Astral travel is this idea of your soul leaving your body and going to other places, going to other planets, going to other dimensions, realms, whatever you want to call them, parallel universes, all these different places, even going to different places on Earth. And I would never have believed that I was going to Africa until my friend Sarai was eating a fruit and telling me, here's the fruit, look up this fruit. We eat a pig every once in a while. Go look up the pig. This is what it looks like. We live in this area of the Congo. Go look it up. Here's the weather right now. And proving to me that I really was going to these places on Earth, places in other dimensions, portals opening up in my bedroom, beings walking through them, me going through the portal into that dimension, beings coming to me to take me up into the sky, to shift into realms that are layered in the sky, going to other planets, using wormholes, learning to open my third eye to use wormholes to go to other planets. Now, I know a lot of people are going to probably ask, well, how do I open my third eye? How do I do that? Your guides will teach you. You have to be vibrationally ready. You have to be protected. You have to know all the steps, and you have to have a divine team who can work closely with you that you can trust. And they'll help open the third eye to a point where you can shift, and they'll program it and I don't know if program is the right word, but unlock is probably a better word. Unlock the knowledge and wisdom we all have, where we can open wormholes and portals and things and go through them with our energy. Now, these are very different than technological portals and stuff. These are energetic portals for us to pass through, which the technology can create and utilize, but we're doing it from an energetic space of our soul. And we can go through there, but when we go through there, we need to know we're protected, because when you go through a doorway, you don't know if you can come back. You have to know that you're going to come back and that you can trust whatever's on the other side. So that's why it's important to work with your divine team. And as you do this work, learning to astral travel is a big part of working with your divine team. Remote viewing, in a way, you could say it's astral travel too, in a sense, because at times your consciousness is leaving and going places to see things, but it's more seeing things without actually leaving your body. I combine them into one because of the nature of it just being a travel experience, where remote viewing, your energy is in your body, but you can see in your mind what's going on elsewhere. You can see what's happening. And I've done this with, for example, my friend in Africa, where we share eyes. You can share eyes with people in remote view. You can see things. You can look into energy and see them without really going there. But in my perspective, we are technically going there, because it's just even though our soul's not leaving our body, it's like our energy is still going there, still looking in, type of thing. Threads of energy, vines of energy, whatever you want to call them. So remote viewing and astral travel are things everybody can accomplish, but it takes time, it takes patience, persistence, practice, patience, and persistence. I almost forgot the 3 P's there that my guides are always talking about: practice, patience, persistence. You want to learn to meditate. You want to learn, if you want to do this on your own, the number one suggestion I have, before you do any of these meditations, get the relaxation meditation down. Practice that over and over until you can do it automatically, until you can do it without hearing it, until you can go through it and feel comfortable and feel like your body is completely gone. The best way to learn astral travel and these other techniques, your body disappears into the ground and you become one with the energy around you. That is the number one step towards astral travel, remote viewing, and some more advanced techniques that I'll cover in time. There's a reason I talk about the relaxation meditation so much in my book, in other books. It's in my first book too, and I hammer on this idea of make sure you relax. A lot of people teach a relaxation where they do it over the course of 30 seconds, over the course of a minute. I want you to relax for 10-15 minutes. If you really want to astral travel, if you want to leave your body, relax your body for 10-15 minutes. Do the work. Do the work to get into that state where your body is not holding you back anymore, where you are truly in your energy, in your spiritual energy. And that is important because you do not want distractions. You can snap back in an instant. When you're astral traveling and there's a distraction, I have a cat who's, I don't know if you can hear her in the background right now, she's trying to open a cupboard. But if I'm astral traveling and I hear the cat, now this isn't the case, but back in the day when I started and I heard the cat, I would snap back. I would be like, poof, back. And snapping back is one of the, I don't want to say it's one of the worst experiences. It's a very difficult experience. When you snap back into your body and that energy hits you, it's very exhausting is the word that comes to mind. It's not a nice thing. It's why when I talk about waking up from a meditation, we wake up our toes, we wake up our feet, our legs, all the way up to our head where we open our eyes. We wake slowly, because snapping back can be very jolting if you're not used to that vibrational change and shift. Now, after years of doing this, I can close my eyes, I can astral travel somewhere, I can come back. It doesn't affect me one bit. It's natural. It's a natural state of my being. If my guides say, hey, sit down and meditate, we're going to take you somewhere, sit down, meditate, poof, off I go. It doesn't matter. I have my connections. I can have my star maps. If you've read my experiences book, I talk about star maps that have been downloaded in this carousel like um, visual in my mind. I can pick one. And if I pick one, I can feel it activate. I can feel my third eye, the wormhole open, and I can off through it. So you can do the same thing. Practice, patience, persistence. And I cannot stress how important it is to learn to relax your body. Something, again, it's something that people gloss over. Relax your body as much as you can before you go into these meditations. If you do that, they will be a piece of cake. They will be easy, and they won't be um, there won't be a difficulty of imagining them. What comes, spirit will bring to you. If you're having trouble, if you're somebody who has trouble with visions and journeying, in that relaxed state, your guides will start coming to you. That's how they came to me. I got into that relaxed state, and I just sat there. And they came to me and they started going, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do this. I wasn't actually going anywhere. I wasn't traveling or doing something with purpose. I was just meditating, getting into a relaxed space where I could talk to them and they could work on my body. So that's another part of that being important, is that when you're in that state, it's not necessarily about the journeys in this series or the journeys in my books. It's about being able to connect and being in a state of receptivity with your guides and your divine team. So let's get on to the meditations. Remember to relax beforehand. I'm not going to include those in the meditations as it's a 15-minute process. And a lot of you aren't going to have to go that far. But again, relax as much as possible before you go through these. Thank you for watching. I'm grateful for all of you, and I love you all.